It has been a tiring week for first responders right across this region, responding to a catastrophic ice storm that has many still in the dark tonight. One of those people is actually the warden of Simcoe County himself, Basil Clarke, and we are pleased to say the warden joins us remotely now from the hard-hit community of Romero Township, where he's steering recovery efforts today. Warden, it's nice to see you. I wish it was under better circumstances, but we will start right there. Tell me the latest on the recovery efforts.
Listen, I would have liked to have been there in person, but no, we can't stray far from home these days. Listen, Hydro is on scene now. It's been a great rollout since I've talked to Jill Dunlop, the new minister, and even Doug Ford himself. They're now working with county staff. They're working with the local staff to clear roads. The biggest trouble we had was infrastructure, hydro wires laying on roads, and we couldn't get access, and we're not allowed to touch them, and that's for safety reasons. So they're working with us, coordinating. I've seen them firsthand here in Romero, where Hydro came in, moved the wires, we cleaned up the road, and now they can get back to work getting the services up. And that's happening across the county now.
A very tireless job for sure, and we want to give our kudos to all of the first responders, the hydro workers, the police, the firemen, you name it, everyone who has boots on the ground. But for people out there, Warden Clarke, who remain in the dark tonight and who may not be able to follow every bouncing ball that's going on with this story, what's your message to them? Do we have enough resources? Do we need more hydro workers to get the power back on?
Oh, listen, we could always use more workers to get the power back on, because the devastation with the amount of lines that are down is just phenomenal. But for the folks at home, it's going to be a few more days. We're getting real-time numbers from Hydro. Myself here, I will be next week before I see Hydro back here on my farm. But I know that now I can prepare for it. So, people need to be prepared. We're not through it yet, but things are looking positive. Every now and then you'll see a different block will light up as they're working. These guys have been incredible. I've got to say, the conditions that the hydro workers were working through with the freezing rain, our roads crew out there removing limbs, and all the while watching that other limbs don't fall on top of them. Our paramedics working under long hours, and at the same time going home to a house and a family with no hydro, no heat, and then coming back to work the next day. So just cannot say enough to these folks.
They're heroes for sure, but for those people, again, with, let's say, underlying conditions, are there resources available? Are there places they can go?
Absolutely. We have warming centers open, and get to your local municipality. Call Simcoe County if you cannot get on simcoe.ca to see where the warming centers are near you, or your local municipality. Always reach out, whether it be Clearview, Innisfil, Tiny, Severn, wherever you are, reach out. The municipal offices are open, and many of us have warming centers during the day. And of course, the city of Orillia is offering services because they were hit hard as well. And they even have showers now for the local areas for people to come in that want to have showers.
Everybody's coming together here, and just in the 30 seconds or so we have left, Warden Clarke, just tell me a little bit about the cleanup in terms of just all the debris that has fallen here. I understand there's work and movement in that direction.
Oh, there is. In fact, I know some municipalities have had their snow plows out and actually using the blades just to push the debris off the roads to get the roads passable. This is going to be months, and you're going to see brush on the side of the road. They're going to look like snow banks. They're going to be there. This is going to be 3 or 4 months cleanup while we get the chippers out and slowly work our way around the county and clean up after this. But, I got to send my heart out to all these wonderful people that are checking on their neighbors, helping the neighbors. That's what Canadians are all about, neighbors helping neighbors.
That has been the one good thing we've seen over the last few days. Basil Clarke, the warden of Simcoe County, we really appreciate your time tonight. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And for the latest on this ongoing story, our digital team is following all of the latest developments. You can find that waiting for you at ctvnews.ca/Barrie, or scan that QR code located right there at the bottom of your screen.